13-year friendship ended because I warned her about her dog growling at her toddler. Hey everyone, welcome back to Lives on Reddit. Don't forget to subscribe to be a for lifer. Title says it all. I'm sorry, this is so long. My friend and I got to know each other at university and had a great friendship for many years. Then her ego trip started. She told me how she didn't want to work, that she just wanted to stay at home with kids and animals, and that her husband was to bring in all the money to support her lifestyle. She worked part-time, 50% for 2 years. First at a kindergarten and then at a school. Then she got pregnant and quit immediately. A couple of months before the pregnancy, she adopted a dog. She looked online for the cutest puppy available. Unfortunately, this puppy was a visibly traumatized dog from Romania. I am all for adoption, but in her case, it was just so she could get the cutest puppy out there and at the same time could brag about how selfless she was for rescuing one from a shelter. So, despite not having any experience with dogs whatsoever, she adopted this traumatized puppy because, according to her, her love would cure the trauma. However, her love didn't cure the trauma. They have had the dog for 2.5 years. In this time span, the dog has growled at the husband and bitten him, has growled at kids on a skateboard, and has tried multiple times to attack guests and visitors. They have occasionally worked with a dog trainer, but pretty much only to get the worst under control. Dog trainers are too expensive, I guess. She has recently flooded me with pictures and videos of this same dog and her 18-month-old toddler sitting side by side, as well as the toddler walking the dog and feeding it treats. I wasn't too thrilled knowing how unpredictable traumatized dogs can be, but I didn't say anything. Then she called me and told me her toddler had repeatedly been trying to play with the dog, despite being told to stay away from it. As a consequence, the dog has started to growl at the child. My friend is sure though that the dog just wanted to call her with its growl. What the frick? I didn't say anything. The next day, she sent me another video with her toddler walking the dog, pulling the leash, almost falling onto the dog, and the dog moving away from the child with its tail between its legs. That was when I did say something. I told her that she needed to be careful, that dogs have a hard time interpreting a child's uncontrolled movements and noises, and that many biting incidents involved children, 73%. Needless to say, my friend didn't thank me for the heads up. She instead attacked me and told me that I was a bad person or friend for warning her, and that I was suggesting she was a bad mother and dog owner, which I've repeatedly denied. I have never said anything akin to this. I just wanted to warn her about the situation. I've tried to talk this out with her, but she insists that I am portraying her as a bad mother because I warned her about one situation, and therefore I am a bad friend. I guess I can start saying goodbye to this friendship. And the poor dog will be put down when, because it's a matter of time, he'll snap at the baby because he's feral. No, he'll bite with no warning. Also, never adopt dogs from overseas. It's a scam, not a charity. If they give a crap about the dogs, there'd be much more aftercare. Yes, that is probably what they're going to say. They couldn't have seen it coming. The dog is not from overseas though. I live in Europe. Adopting street dogs from Romania and Spain has become a trend in my country. You can find them on special search engines. You can pick out the dog or puppy that you think is the cutest or most beautiful and adopt it. There is a real trend among housewives to adopt a poor doggy without any prior experience, so you can tell people how selfless you are. The selection process is purely based on looks. If you, for example, have a dog with blue eyes, that dog will get adopted no matter how traumatized and aggressive it is, because it's pretty. Adopting a dog is awesome, but not if you adopt for looks, prestige, and self-portrayal. I'm a vet student in the UK. A lot of these Romanian street dogs are being bred in puppy mills for sale to people in the UK. Loads of vets are finding them imported illegally. Incorrect paperwork with imported diseases from mainland Europe. It's a growing problem. I know a long-term friendship like this is really tough to end. However, it does sound like your former friend is kinda oblivious to a lot of things, to put it nicely, and more occupied with how the optics look in her favor, to the point of throwing a friend that she's known for 13 years under the bus for questioning the image she's cultivating for herself. It sounds like you have outgrown her as a friend, original poster. I do hope that the dog she has bought can be safely removed from the home before it bites the kid. However, with the way you describe them, it sounds more like their ego won't allow them to safely rehome the dog. And instead, what will probably happen is that the dog will bite the kid, the former friend will freak out, put the dog down, and blame anything but herself or their kid for the situation, even though fair warning has been given. Thank you for your comment. Yes, our friendship was indeed already on its last leg. She was a very sweet, albeit insecure person when I met her. Once her husband started making money, everything changed. Now she's self-centered, arrogant, and judgmental. In the end, I already lost my friend a long time ago. I am sad though that it has to end this way. That she keeps accusing me of portraying her as a bad mother because I gave her a simple heads up. It sure seems like her image is the most important thing to her at the moment. She probably doesn't even realize it. She's probably still insecure underneath, and that is why she clings to her self-portrayal so heavily. It's a classic case of overcompensation. If I look like a great mother, homemaker, and wife, people won't think I'm a bad person. Which ironically tends to be a dead giveaway that they're masking off things they don't like about themselves or trying to convince themselves that they're a better person instead of seeking help. It's pretty sad. However, she has made clear by her actions that she's currently not in the headspace right now to deal with her insecurities head on. I do hope for both herself and for the people in her life that she realizes what she's doing. However, overcompensating people tend to build up echo chambers so they can surround themselves with yes men and feel good about themselves. So it's going to take something big for her to realize that everything happened to her has one commonality: her. I'm glad I could help you with this tough time, original poster. You seem like a very nice and caring person. Thank you. Most people on here seem very caring. That's why I like to spend time here. Your comment is very insightful. A lot of our recent interactions has seemed very odd to me, to put it nicely. She would often send me pictures of her horse, dog, and child, as well as herself with the captions, "What a great life!" or "Isn't he the best pony?" Which she didn't do before. There was no meaningful exchange between the two of us. She just clearly wanted a positive feedback from me. That fits right in with what you were saying about echo chambers and yes men. You seem to have quite a gift for assessing these things. Holy crap. This is a dog bite situation waiting to happen. I've seen this happen in my family. My nephew was the same age. The dog had the same temperament. Not traumatized, just babied and never disciplined. The boy tried to play with the dog's food while it was eating. It bit him. Luckily, it wasn't a major bite, but it was enough to need stitches and eventually scar. And it was enough that the town ordered the dog to be put down. Poor dog. It's sad so many people do not realize how important training is for their dogs. They're not just endangering others, they're endangering the dog as well. Training the kids help too. Kids shouldn't be messing with animals' food when they're trying to eat. When a dog growls, it's a clear and fair warning. I agree. And for my niece's first dog, it was out of the blue. My niece loves animals while my sister not so much. My sister finally caved and she knew of a nice family that had to move out of country and had to give their dog up. He was an older dog, like a year or two, and for the first couple of years, he was great. Then all of a sudden, he started growling and snipping at my sister and also my niece. They are a wonderful, caring family, so I don't believe in a second they were abusing the dog. They took him to the vet and the vet said that, like humans, sometimes something happens in their brains and they snap and become aggressive and violent. The vet said there was nothing really he could do, so sadly he was put down. My niece, of course, was devastated. However, my sister did the right thing. She protected her daughter. That's the main thing. Protect your loved ones. Maybe you didn't say it, but I'll say it. Your friend is a bad mother and a terrible dog owner. I'm a teacher and a former dog trainer. This woman is an idiot. Literally, the only thing she has done is hope the situation would get better. A few sessions with a trainer here and there will do basically no good. A dog like this needs serious, long-term, 24/7 intervention. She is putting both her kid and her dog in serious danger and refuses to see it as such. She might as well put them both in the middle of a busy highway and walk away. Ask her if she just expects her daughter to look both ways and cross the road safely, or does she hold her hand every time? Same goes for the kid's interaction with the dog. You have to physically be right there, actively showing the kid how to interact with the dog and reassure the dog that it is safe. And even then, I wouldn't trust either one of them to act right. This is going to end badly, and your friend is going to blame everyone but herself. Poor dog. Maybe you can talk to your local American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or offer yourself to take the dog. He doesn't deserve what's happening. I completely agree with you. I cannot understand why she keeps ignoring this danger. At the moment, she is definitely a total idiot. She maintains that she is able to watch both toddler and dog and make sure that they stay away from each other. But when the dog growled at the child in order to call her, that means that she was already unable to do so. They are currently moving to an average size flat on the second floor without a garden or terrace. She will have to lock away either the dog or the child every time she is cooking, cleaning, or going to the bathroom, which I don't think she is going to do. And once the child is 3 or 4, it will be able to open all doors by themselves. I also fear for the kids that her child is going to bring over one day, because as empathetic as mothers claim to be, they usually only look after their own child. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't leave. Subscribe.